Hi, welcome back to another video. I don't really have a script for this one, but I thought it was important to get it out sooner than later. I have right here in my hands the brand new, relatively, 7Artisans 35mm lens. It's T 1.5. It's part of their Dream Cine line. I just got this and I wanted to put out my first impressions for it because, quite honestly, I haven't seen anything online about it, and there's probably a lot of people out there looking for an affordable lens. Um, this particular one was $299. So as far as Cine lenses go, that's rather affordable, especially for a 35mm T 1.5. That means it's letting in a ton of light, and it's pretty commonly used as a one lens shoots all kind of thing, where you can shoot entire films on this focal length. Now, I didn't see anything online about this. Actually, it just came out a month ago. I'm not sure, they must have not sent out review samples to a lot of the people I usually subscribe to. So I wanted to get some first impressions out there so that if you're on the fence, you can add it to your cart and check it out for yourself. So my first impressions are, this is my first cinema lens, so I'm not entirely sure what the better lenses have to offer, and different finishes, different ways of operation. But this is a manual cinema lens. It has standard gearing for follow focus. Very nice, very legible, black on white, high contrast. Numbering for every length for the focus. Numbering for all of the T-stops. It is very smooth. I'd say it's on par with the, since I don't have a lot of cinema lens experience, it's on par with the two other Sony lenses I have, which are just photo lenses. When you go to turn the rings on those, honestly, I'd say this is ever so slightly smoother, only because it's got a lot of weight to it. Now, speaking of weight, this is heavy. It's actually, it was surprisingly heavy when I pulled it out of the box for the first time. But that's not really a point against it. In fact, carrying this with my full frame, this is a Sony A7R II. I know it's not the best video camera, but it's what I've got. And I noticed that, quite honestly, when you carry it like this, it's actually quite well centered as far as weight. It doesn't like lean forward, which is really good. This is an all metal build, very premium feeling. I've had quite a few lenses, G lenses, Zeiss lenses from Sony. The lightness is deceiving on those. They are metal build, but they, this one, there is no doubt in its quality. The lens cap itself is machined aluminum, and it makes nice metal on metal sound when you put it together. But there is padding on the inside, so there's no worry about scratching. Although I do expect that with repeated cycling on and off of the lens cap, the wear could show after a certain amount of time. Now, the lens itself came very well packaged in high quality foam, box inside of a box inside of a box. Now, your experience may vary. I got mine through Amazon. If you get it straight through 7Artisans, it is the same price. So I don't know if there's a reason to get it through them, but the packaging might differ. But I did pay for this with my own money. This isn't sponsored or given to me or loaned to me. This is my step into the cinema line of things. I am really hopeful that this lens is gonna be my do everything lens. Now I did do some tests with this. The focusing, it's very smooth, it's very sharp, and I noticed absolutely no focus breathing when I was testing this camera on some of the foliage above me here. Again, I haven't done too much in-depth testing of center versus outside sharpness. I will likely get to that at a later date in another video. I guess that's a good reason to subscribe. So yeah, that's just my first impressions on this 7Artisans T1.5 35mm Cine lens from their Dream line. If you want to hear more about this at a later date, I will be testing it on this A7R II. I know the video isn't exactly the sharpest or the best. It's what I got, and it's also a pretty formidable camera. I would like to make a video on this as a dedicated video shooter, as it's my dedicated video shooter, but there's a lot of stuff in the works. If you guys want to get subscribed, I think there's a lot to talk about with both of these things.